All right, so we're live, right?
Yeah,
we're live. All right, shalom, shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone here in Chicago. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
Double honors into the apostles, double honors into the elder bishops. Salutations to all our fellow laborers that are out there doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. The 144,000, the tabernacle of David, who are ordained to be the ruling class people here on earth above all the other nations, to enforce the laws of heaven on earth as it is in heaven, as that has been set up by who the world fraudulently and falsely calls JC. His name is Yahweh Shai. All right, and to the rest of the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, Israelite foreigners among the heathen nations that have the appearance of the heathen nations. This is not a black only thing, all right, as some falsely try to proclaim. All right, and to the few Aquath, the few sisters that are listening and learning, we say shalom. Get that Jeremiah. And let's remember too that there's another camp upstairs, so let's try to keep it down.
Yes, sir. Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
And that's exactly where we are today. War, evil, and pestilence is taking the world by storm. All right, and the fact that we're indoors on a camp day is evidence that the Lord is pulling back. All right, we actually got that order from Apostle Tahar a little over a year ago. You know that those 0 days and those freezing days. You know, because right now it's what, about 10 degrees out there or something like that. Yeah, we in the past we'd be out there 7-8 hours. You know, going back, you know, to the early days of Great Millstone, Chicago. But now, you know, the Lord is pulling back, man. All right, and He's making more things happen here on earth. Somebody get 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter.
2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, "Measure thou the time diligently in yourself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made."
Khan, halal, go ahead and break that down, brother.
Khan, basically, you know, like we're coming into the times where we're seeing like a lot of prophecies, you know, showing forth. We're seeing the turmoil among the nations. You know, we're seeing different uproars amongst the people across the world, you know, different riots, people rioting against the government. You know, we're seeing governors and senators, you know, have quarrels with the president. You know, we're seeing all those end time prophecies unfolding right before our eyes, you know, which is a sign.
Indeed. We definitely are in the time of the Egyptian versus the Egyptian. You know, you got the two main parties here in America that are at each other's throat. And then on top of that, within those parties, there's division. You know, MAGA is divided to the point where they're, you know, almost to the point of violence. It's just a matter of time before they start pew-pewing each other. And the same thing's going with the Democratic Party. So not only are the two main parties split, but then there's also splinters within those. So, you know, they about to have a WWE Royal Rumble. All right? They just calling everybody to the ring. Okay? Any of you brothers got a scripture? Bring it out, brother.
It's the 2 Corinthians 2:11. At least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So all these things that we see happening in the world and all these things we see going on is the distractions, you know, to deter the people from what's really happening, from really what's really going on, to be ignorant, to not know, to know, for them to have an advantage over you, for them to know something you don't. And, you know, through the Spirit that the Lord has bestowed upon us, we understand and we see these things, and we're telling Jake to repent. We're telling these people.
And Esau is a wizard at using distractions, and then he'll use things that don't really seem bad, but they cause major division. And I'll give you an example of one. We laugh and joke about it all the time, but you know, these people literally got into physical fights over this, and the whole LeBron Michael Jordan thing. All right, I mean, I'm serious in a heart attack though.
Yeah,
all right, so it's a distraction. It's like, really, you gonna shoot somebody over the argument of LeBron and Michael? Really? It's insane, but it's easy, you know, to distract. You know, I tell you another distraction. It was a very good distraction. Them damn Kardashians. All right, ass and titties everywhere. Nigga had niggas drunk. All right, and the thing is too is that look, man. Clearly, them bras are some major witches, man. Because men that mess with them don't be right. So whatever they got, if it's that, they can keep it over there. I don't want no parts of that. All right, because people be gone after they deal with them women, man.
Kanye.
All right.
Lamar Odom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They be, but once again, distractions, man.
Yeah.
Keep your eye on the prize. What you got, beloved?
The book of Micah, chapter 2, and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Right, and the exposure of Esau Edom, all right, being the last ruler in these end times, the wicked one. All right, what he do? He cook up these, he conjure up these devices, these different doctrines, hallucinations. All right, just to further send out Jake. You know?
Yeah.
And they conjure those things up in the secret councils, man, that they put together, and then they wake up and they push and they forward those things on the people.
Then they have some sellout ass Kunalites that'll take the bag and go preach those doctrines.
Yep.
All right, and we seeing it more and more in these last days. You know, with these Addwater elders. You know, guys woke up. You know, not just a couple days ago. You know, barely been in the truth 5 years, and they the chief apostle, elder, you know, numero uno, HNIC, you know, deacon, bishop, special than you. They got all these crazy titles. You know, it's like, right. And it's like, damn, nigga, you just woke up to you barely awake. And, you know, and now you just, you know, shot to the front of the line above all these men that's been putting in work, you know, on the highways and byways for decades.
Right.
You know, you just jump right to the front of them and got more understanding than them on top of that too. These guys are amazing, man.
Facts.
I got a relative. He's in ISUPK. He's a captain of 500. I was like,
That's
teaching
his
us?
nickname.
So
that's his title.
that's his title. So does the good captain and him put out videos every day?
No, that shit whack. You know what? He told me. He said, "Yeah, the micro C is a white woman."
Oh, God.
See?
Can't buy and sell.
You
without
guilty.
money.
But he can't give you no scriptures to substantiate.
He's guilty.
That being the point.
He's captain.
Oh, man, I didn't like that.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Putting out that man.
That's what we're talking about. Now, you know, I'm not gonna tell you to, you know, to just run out and get you a white one, but I'm not gonna tell you not to either. All right? Because if you do, you're probably gonna be better off than if you go out and get Keisha. And unfortunately, that's a brutal, unfortunate truth right now. All right? When the scriptures is not playing around at all, when it says she that is my enemy, you know, we know that Esau is our enemy, but that scripture isn't talking about Esau's woman. That's talking about specifically the Judite woman. It's literally talking about her. And that's why she's the most unattractive, most undesired woman on the planet right now. Real talk. And still got the audacity to be proudly running their mouths. All right? But that's okay. As things get worse and worse, you know, she gonna learn her place. She gonna get humbled down. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not a lot of Judite women that's gonna be Isaiah 4:1. I don't, yeah. You know, Benjamite, Levite, you know, northern tribes. But that Judite woman, it's not a lot of them gonna be chosen to be Isaiah 4:1. Right? Except maybe, you know, the sisters that listen and learn, you know. But out, you know, the ones who just say shalom, they don't got much else to say. They say something uplifting, you know, not trying to put up scriptures, you know. But because believe me, man, brothers, all women are watching you. Because there's there's a lot of women that believe. All right. So the Lord is going to provide the men of the Lord, you know, because you hear the apostle say it right now. Because you guess what? You don't need the so-called black woman to bring back Israel. All right. Truth of the matter is, we can use even the heathen women to bring back Israel. The woman, all that mamzer pseudoscience, that's retardedness. That's a complete and total lie. All right. If the man is an Israelite, the children are Israelite. As simple as that. You don't need the mother to be an Israelite. Okay. That's not scriptural. Okay. You got something?
Yeah, this is Micah 7:10. Saying, she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her which said upon unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire in the streets.
Yeah, we all remember that scene from Monsters of Men. What happened to the highly educated good doctor?
Johnny Fives
Right.
out, man.
He made her head into a melon, man. Right? And she was begging, please, please, weave all over the place. All right? And that robot was like, I don't like weave. Right? And right, he basically made her head explode, man. And all those people witnessed it. All right? The guy, the team that was on camera, because they looking, whatever that robot, was he number 5? Well, whichever number he was. No, actually it was on
Johnny
4.
Five.
So he was 1, 2, or 3, because it was number 4 that started fighting the other robots. If you haven't seen that movie, I highly suggest that you see it, man, because that's the sort of thing that's gonna be out here. Straight up hunter killers, Terminator, real shit, man.
Yeah, they got
All right.
that. Yeah, they got that supply.
And with AI, because remember number 4, he started self-learning. He's attacking the other robots and taking their things and putting it in his own head, learning. All right. He picked up a damn doctor's manual,
Right.
for all the bodies and inner parts, and then he grabbed a person and he started tearing their body apart, trying to see all this. Yeah, he wanted to see all the anatomy and stuff. And then his whole thing was, he's trying to figure out his intelligence was so high. He was like, I'm alive, but I'm not. What am I?
Right.
And then his AI broke down what the little Thai kid was saying. Or the Cambodian kid. He kept saying something to him, and then he broke it down. It was like, well, what are you? What are you? He was asking him, what are you? So he was like, what am I? Because he's like, this thing is, this is that pseudoscience. So he's like, this thing is got all this liquid in it, and and it feels pain. Remember he scores the dude, and when the robot arm, he gripped his arm and started squeezing his leg, and the dude started screaming, and he told him, I feel pain, you don't feel pain, you're not human. Right? And guess what? As we get closer and closer to these times, the Lord gonna have human Terminators out here too. They're gonna be just like the Terminator. No emotion, no, they don't care. They're gonna kick in your door and they're gonna put an axe to your whole family. All right?
Yeah, Sirach 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
That means giving out pain. They're killing you painfully. Go ahead.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force.
Right. I heard one of the black belts at today was talking about 2 dudes sitting there with their skateboards, and a guy walked by him, and all of a sudden he hit the one dude twice.
Damn.
And just kept walking. The dude was dead in 2 minutes.
Damn.
And it's like, damn, did you skate over his foot?
Right.
Did you what did you do? Well, you sitting there on by a water fountain, chilling with your homie, and some dude walked by and keep going. Right, he just hit him twice. And the dude was dead, he bled out in 2 minutes. He got him good. All right?
He missed him in the yard.
But that's what happened.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
Now hold that. Somebody get that scripture that talks about not even a sparrow falls out of the sky unless no, look, the Lord, he is the master in the control of all death. You can get that one too. All right. He's the one that make it alive and make dead or make alive, man. All right. So what you got to understand, what's the other one? Whoever died being innocent. So it looks like it's some little teenager brat that was just, skateboarder who was just a victim. No, the Lord had a beef with him, man. Because there were spirits created for vengeance. The Lord had vengeance against him. Start over again. Read it again.
It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
But Christianism, which is a joke, teaches that God is love and he loves everybody. The devil did that. Well, yeah, maybe the devil did, but he only did it because he was following orders. Don't you know if the devil works for the Lord? He's not just some free agent like the Lord is pacing back and forth, losing his hair, got to receding, worrying about what Satan's gonna do. He's stressed out and shit. No, man. Satan don't put a hit on nobody unless he's told to. All right, that's his number one goon. All right, and somebody get that. The angels on the left hand side, the angels on the right hand side. Somebody grab that. But go ahead.
Fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance.
So when that lava come down off one of them volcanoes and burn your ass up, run you to the sea, you trying to jump in the sea to escape the damn lava. All right, lava, burn your ass right up. Okay, they didn't see the movie, so they didn't get it.
Right.
All right, but is there more to that?
A little more. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions,
Ooh.
serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction.
Man, I just watched a video about bears, specifically about the only bear that could possibly defeat a grizzly bear. I mean, not a grizzly bear, but a polar bear, because people making a polar bear the king, but he's not. There's one bear. It's the Kodiak. The Kodiak is actually bigger than him. They're about the same height, but the Kodiak is bigger. And the way the way his shoulders are made, he's just got way more power. He's got way more power than a polar bear. And the polar bear has a problem that the polar bear overheats because his body is made to live in cold like this and even colder. So the thing is, if he starts fighting or moving for too long, he's got like 2 inches of fat over all of his muscles. He's got about 2 inches of fat, and he starts overheating. So he'll actually pass out of heat exhaustion and just get mauled to death.
Okay.
So he can only fight and move around for so long. All right. So the Kodiak is actually, when it comes to claws and teeth, he the king. Because the way he's built, he's got like silverback strength through his upper torso. All right. So that's the last thing you need. Oh yeah, and then and unless you got one of them super high power retarded, Esau murderous guns, yeah, you shoot a Kodiak, you just gonna piss him off.
I think it was reported about one of them bears that was like a whole bunch of people, and they got hit by a fucking train and got up.
Damn.
It withstood a fucking train hitting it at full speed and got up. So yeah, them things ain't no joke.
Yeah, man. Shoot that shit off.
Man,
Matter of fact, just talking shit to the train. You better not come back.
Well, that's it.
Them niggas
Oh,
sneak me.
Hey, if I saw you coming, I had something for you.
But yeah, get the rest of them scriptures.
I had that
All right.
Matthew for you.
Come.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, and I started verse 28. It says, "And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him, which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father."
Calm. So, like the elder was saying and whatnot. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, no, he's talking about teeth made to kill. Claws. Look at this shit. Hey, look, do you see? That's a Kodiak's paw, man. That smack you across your head is gone, bro.
murder mitten.
That's gonna take your head clean off your
Oh yeah, that's big. That paw big as that whole motherfucker right there, boy.
I'm using that murder
You see that shit?
Bible say you read that verse again.
Both of them are just that last.
You get the point.
All right, Con. Matthew 10 and 29.
Right.
It says, "Are 2 sparrows?"
So like verse 28 again.
Con. Matthew 10 and 28. "And fear not them which kill the body, but are able to kill
But
the
I'm
soul."
not able.
So like it. Fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Guys, the elder got this image going around. Hey, like the brother said, murder midden. It's a lot of images of so-called beasts or even images of people. We have all seen a madman before, bloody man. I got Esau Edom in my mind, but we all have seen an image before that will so-called shake you up, man. Or you got people that scatter spiders, people scatter lions.
I just saw 2 lions on 2 different occasions kill 2 Edomites.
Beautiful.
Right?
Hey,
Just saw it. It's one chick for some stupid ass reason, she's on a safari. She's outside the vehicle, right? And the lion grabbed her by her head like this. You know, his claw sunk into her forehead.
Peeled it back, huh?
Yeah, and dragging her away. All right.
Yep.
She's screaming, and the people in the car, and nobody wants to get out though.
Ain't nobody getting out.
See the cameras and people freaking out. But yeah, and then they got this lion in captivity, and the lion's walking away. Then the guy comes in the gate, dumbass. He tried to get back out the gate. Lion got his ass at the door, pulled him back in.
Get over here.
They right and just start mauling his ass. Man.
Okay.
All the people are screaming, the woman losing her mind, and the dude screaming, get a gun.
That shit was funny.
Right?
No, lion say, hold on. I gotta taste. Hey, you got
And then-
dog meat, white meat. I
And
gotta
you know
taste
what's
some white
sad
meat today.
is that they probably put the lion down.
For being him, for being
the
lying.
And then first of all, what the fuck you got him in a cage? Take him back to where he belongs.
Right.
You put him in captivity, put him in his cage so you can have people come to look at him through the damn,
Well,
He's,
and he
hey,
mad as hell.
hey, he's supposed to be walking to Serengeti and whatnot,
You
saying,
know?
okay, what's gonna be lunch today?
Esau is he's just cruel, man. He's cruel. So, he decided he was gonna take it out on that Edomite. He's like, you know what, you look like one of the motherfuckers that
They rounded me up in the first motherfucking
So
place.
he right. So they don't like it when the animal had a gun. But let's proceed.
Yep. And I was just gonna say, ultimately, that's the spirit of the Lord that's hopping on these wild beasts, and even these people that's gonna be used to rip people apart, just like that, man.
I got that Job.
Bring it out, brother.
This is Job chapter 4 and verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent, or where will the righteous cut off?
So whoever perished being innocent, question mark. All right. What he's saying is that no one. That's why he said who perished being innocent. All right. When that little girl dies, when that little boy dies, when that old woman, that old man dies, I just saw another image. I finally got it out of my phone. I was going to do a lesson on it, decided not to. But it's got a picture of an older Edomite who's got the oxygen things in his nose.
Okay, right.
And he's holding his grandbaby, and the grandbaby's a toddler. They both got mauled to death by, I think, 7 pit bulls or something like that.
Wow.
They mauled them to death. He died with his grandbaby. Right? They mauled them both to death.
Okay.
And I was like, this is a horrible story.
Yeah.
But that goes back to what Shaman was just talking about.
Right.
I got precept real quick. He's on the phone.
Someone's going to the bathroom.
This is Jeremiah 15:3. It says, I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord. The sword to slay, the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
Wow. That's a horrible way to die, man. By a bunch of pit bulls.
Right.
Just ripping and tearing, And he's probably trying to hold the baby in there. Damn, it's just fucked up.
I'm gonna reread that one that you had called for.
Go
He
ahead.
had already read it because I never did get a chance to get broke down. This is Matthew 10 and verse 29. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without the father? So, with that being the case, even though that's cheap, but guess what? No death that can happen without it being ordained of the Father in the first place.
Exactly. You see all them dead birds downtown that flying, they be flying, and then the wind catch them and they slam into one of the windows and then fall 30, 40 stories.
Right.
They be dead on the street, because that's usually what happens when you see them dead. When they were flying, they flying all fast, and then the wind catch them and they slam the window or something, and then they fall to their death.
Right.
They be unconscious and then they fall,
And then the fall kills them.
Right.
Right.
But the Lord allowed that to happen. That's basically what he's telling you. The Bible tells you that the Bible has an answer for everything, man. Right? Whether you believe it or not. A lot of you people have a problem believing the record. That's why you still got people running around on the earth with Christmas decorations with a pale Mary, Joseph, and baby, JC. All right, that's either just total cognitive denialism or just complete stupidity, because the Bible is very clear on what the Lord looks like. All right, what you got, brother?
I had that Deuteronomy. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 39. See now that even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive.
Ooh.
I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Right. And then how many times have we seen and heard, people dying, and they calling on that J word.
Almost all the
That's
time.
And then,
All
right,
time,
then
right.
somebody had a video and have the nerve to get on video and say, you just got to call on. I'm like, don't you know that like 1,000 people, just because it wasn't your time yet,
That's all it was.
right?
They let you
1,000
get that
people died calling on that name, man.
Right.
That's not the name.
Right. Like you
Right?
said.
Matter of fact, the more you called on it, the faster he brought you to the spirit world.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah, like you say, your time, like the time, you cannot speed it up or slow it down. When you go, that's your time. Period. I dropped the motorcycle at over 90 miles an hour, no helmet, no leathers. You see what I'm saying?
Most people won't even survive that.
Right.
See, but the Lord kept Pops alive because he had this work to do. That's as simple as that. I guess it can't be no other. Why did he survive that? 90 miles per hour, no helmet, no leathers. He's still alive. All right. How is that? The Lord was with him because he was supposed to be doing this work. All right. The things that I survived, growing up in Chicago, going to the Marine Corps, but I'm still here. Okay. All these brothers got a story, man. Okay.
That's it.
I just watched a video where dude, it looks like he was a cop. He was passing out food to people.
Oh,
And he turned to grab the food to pass it to somebody. And while he's turned, the dude standing right where he is and pointed a gun right at his gut and pulled the trigger like 3-4 times.
Damn.
And he never even noticed it. But he just passed food to the next person in line. And the dude that was standing there, and the camera picked it up because the camera was focused on him passing out the food. And you couldn't even see the dude who had the gun. You just saw his arm. And while the dude was literally right here, he put the gun to his rib, never touched him. You saw him pulling the trigger, and it misfired.
Wow.
It wasn't his time.
Absolute.
It was not his time. Now he probably took that same gun somewhere else and pop. Oh shit.
Be stupid enough to look down the barrel. What the fuck?
You know what? That I got a cousin that in Thawadi how about Shemar Shah, he broke up. Love you, cuz. He probably watching right now. And the same thing happened to him.
Wow.
And now he understands. He knows why. Right? Somebody pulled a shotgun on him and pulled the trigger.
Damn.
Didn't? Yeah. Yep. Go ahead, brother.
This is Psalm 68 and verse 20. He that is our power is Yahweh of salvation, and unto Yahweh the Lord belong the issues from death.
Kind. And see, and you brother, how you brothers have heard, well, some of you brothers, my notorious why I have never been invited back to another Thanksgiving thing with my family. Right? He was the only one that wasn't there when I lit into my whole family on that Thanksgiving because they were trying to serve up some ham and shit.
Oh wow.
All right. And so
Abominable.
and then his sister, his older sister, my same cousin, she was there and she had just became an ordained preacher. So basically
Blind
we
leading the
had
blind.
a GMS cut session on my whole family. You know?
Blind leading the blind.
And then my nephew, basically I had 3 of my nephews read for me.
Wow.
And I tore their ass up, man. All right? And then they all went to the kitchen, was trying to sneak it. Didn't nobody want to. I was sitting on the table, cold as hell. Didn't nobody want to touch it after
That's
that.
right.
But I made it clear in the scriptures that the law still stands. All right?
And they know. That's why they were feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And of
absolute.
course, I had a 2/3 ass nigga try to buck up to me, you know.
Right.
You know, and just cognitive denialism. I went through Romans 9 with him because he's trying to make salvation for everybody. And I was like, that's not, just read Romans the 9th chapter. And so he would read it and say, well, I understand it. They'll still turn around and say, but. No, ain't no buts, man.
But John 3:16.
17 and 9, nigga. 17 and 9, nigga.
Right. So anyway.
Hey, if I may too, because you was talking about like this whole thing has been about how Yahweh Shem Shai, they decide when it's time for you to go. They really control everything. And we was talking about how as many people who, like these people who say call on JC and it worked for them, but they don't understand it. It's possible is that either one, he's saving them to repent and for salvation, or he's saving your ass
For destruction.
He's saving you for worse destruction.
That's right.
He's saving you for worse destruction, man. You know? Go ahead, bring it out, bro.
This is Amos 5:19. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into a house and leaned his hand upon a wall, and a serpent bit him. So it is a such thing as being preserved.
Yeah.
for a different destruction. And the Lord is the King of terror, so he could really just play with you and how you keep getting an anxiety attack and running in circles with different perils.
Yeah, somebody just tried to kill themselves. This girl, she just jumped, tried to kill herself, and the Lord left her alive. Another case like that.
Damn.
Now she a vegetable for the rest of her life.
That's worse.
Broke up.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
She'd have been better off dead. But the Lord said that, so she was a wicked ass adulteress. She did something wrong.
That's it.
She did something because that's the Lord is both, great and terrible. That was part of the terrible part.
Yeah. It said they look for man shall seek death and not be able to find it in the last
He
day.
left her alive. Damn.
Right.
He said, nah.
Not off like that.
He let her spirit stay in her body. She thought she was out of there.
Oh, you gotta be quicker than
Like grabbing a fly and pulling all the legs and the wings off, just leaving this. He's still alive. You can't do shit.
Right. Now you know the answer coming for you.
That's it.
Hey, I got this up. This is John 19. I'm starting at verse 7. This is when Yahushua got captured, right? So verse 7, the Jews answered him, "We have a law." Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse 10. Then Pilate said to him, "Are you not speaking to me? Do you not know that I have power to crucify you and power to release you?" Yahushua answered, You could have no power at all against me unless it had been given you from above. Therefore, the one who delivered me to you had the greater sin." See, and that's proven. You can't.
Damn.
Nobody can do nothing to us unless Yahushua said, "Okay, go ahead and do that to him."
That's right.
And the fact that the Lord, you gotta understand, man, the Lord is cold.
Mhm.
He gonna put it in your spirit to make you sin, but then turn around and make you pay for it. So he put it on a spirit for that guy to give up your house, to go get him.
Yeah.
And now the fact that you ain't got him, now you got to pay that much more. And that generation is back here now, man.
That's it. Let his blood be on us.
All right. That generation is back here now because Pontius Pilate was gonna let Yahushua go.
Edomite.
Yeah.
Ain't that a bitch?
Edomite, right. He was gonna let him go. He's like, man, this dude ain't done nothing wrong, man. He talking about what he believe in and what he know, and he ain't done nothing wrong to nobody. But and Jake was being like Amalek. You're anti-semantics. And right.
What did they tell him? You're no friend of Caesar.
Mm-hmm.
I got one to back up what you just said about how that generation, all of those people are back here today. Exactly. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 23, and I start at 31. It says, "Wherefore ye be witnesses unto yourselves that ye are the children of them which killed the prophets. Fill ye up then the measure of your fathers, ye serpents, ye generation of vipers. How can ye escape the damnation of hell?"
And I think those are the ones who just hate us without cause.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have that hate toward anybody else but us. But you know what? Because in all these other things, they don't cut you like that. The fruit of FOI, they don't really cut you like that. Christianity, lets you come as you are. You could be a mole, shirt tied up in the front, big ass hoop earring, all that. They cool with that. But we teach the Bible as it is, directly and correctly, and the Bible is a very harsh book. All right, it's a very, very harsh book, man. I was listening to a video with Mathathia, and he was reading, I think that's Ezekiel 23, when it talks about, how we was being whores.
Oh, yeah.
And when, I believe it's Ezekiel 23.
Getting rided out by horses.
Right, and then he read it in I think it was an NLT or the Good News translation, and it's like, damn. And the Bible gets very, very
graphic.
They said this bitch was having her way, was getting misused by men with genitals like horses and donkeys. And basically how she was swallowing all the nut. Yeah. I'm like, this is right here in the Bible, man. Okay, and and so when you find out that your woman been doing that, you don't want her back.
Oh no, you keep
and so
moving.
That's what we did as men by going after these other nations and going after their gods. Exactly. It wasn't even the fact that we went after the other women. Exactly. Right. That wasn't the issue. The issue was that we were weak enough to follow their gods when we should have snatched her up and made her conform to our way. All right. No, bitch, that's not what's going on. Then you look, you're gonna take this, and then you're gonna worship my God.
Right.
Not the other way around.
Right.
And it's not who's your daddy, who's your mama. You know?
Right.
She riding you. I got the pegulator or some shit. I don't know. All right? Right. You know? Now you following her God, man.
Yeah, and the Lord,
And Pegalites.
yeah, the Lord even goes into that. How you going to? I defeated them people for you, and you go turn around and worship the same gods that they was praying to in the process of.
Right. Do you not remember the ass whooping that they guys took? You see all them lumps on this motherfucker? He down and out. Right.
Yeah, got folded like
You know, exactly. And now you gonna follow after them? Looking ass. All right? But you know, that's what we did, and that's the comparison.
Con.
It's like a woman that goes and defiles herself with another man. All right? And then we was talking about that on me and Dayanika. I was having that conversation on the way here. All right? Then all of a sudden, your vibration is different.
Right.
She kisses you different. You're starting to dress different.
Right.
Right? That fish odor all of a sudden appears.
Mm.
You know, it's like, what the fuck is this? You know? That fish odor gets stronger. You know? That's because, right.
The
That's
inquiry.
because somebody else is, you know, exactly. You know?
You heal.
Right. Somebody else been busting in her, man. And so now she's different. And so Isaiah 3:1 is very clear. You don't take, no, man, you got to get gone. Right? You don't get to do that and come back. But the Lord still allowed us a way back, man, as a people. And now, you know, for all of us who've experienced that, now you understand that the Lord had to let us feel what it feels like.
Exactly.
Well, he felt when we went up, when life just gave you everything.
Exactly.
Who said it brought up Orange Juice Jones? Somebody was talking about it. All right? I done gave you everything.
Everything.
Right.
I got a preset.
Bring it out, bro.
This is
Yeah, it was Matathia, because I watched that video.
Joe. Yeah. This is Amos 7:17. It says, "Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line."
Who else could that be, man? Because
That's right.
Esau Edom is not in the street shooting down Edomite kids, man.
That's right.
Is your little sons and daughters, is little brown folks, all right? From Judah to Issachar, getting shot down in the street by these damn race soldiers. Because that's all the police force are. The police are race soldiers, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
It says, "And thou shalt die in a polluted land, and Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land."
Yeah, you don't want to die in this polluted place, man.
Yeah. But the
You
Lord,
know?
the Lord had to make you feel that, because here it is. Now, he liberated you from the grips of the oppressor. He fed you to the full in the wilderness. He had a chariot in the day as a shadow to cool you in the heat, and it was also a pillar of fire by night to keep you warm. He provided everything for this ungrateful bitch,
Yeah.
And
And
this
desert
bitch
gets
couldn't
cold.
wait to be a hoe.
If you've ever been in the desert, all right, I've done desert
Yeah.
training before, all right, and it gets hot during the daytime. So no shade, you burn it up. When the night comes down, it gets cold as fuck.
Yeah.
So that light shining on you from that chariot was heat.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Kept you
And
warm.
then that shade, you just had this constant shade over you.
Right.
All right.
Cool. Hey, he
'Cause
had water come out of
been
a
in,
rock.
exactly, and I've been in heat where it was 100 degrees in the shade.
Yeah. He
Right.
He did
and
everything.
you step out of the shade, you running back to that 100 degrees because it's just like, damn, that 100 degrees feel good as fuck. Back to that 100 degrees. I've been in heat like that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, them jungles in Thailand, Cambodia. I'm telling you, boy, you break out of the tree lines and get into the open. You running back to the trees while the bugs and the snakes and shit is. It's because that sun over there was no joke, man.
Shit, they did
Right.
this I think he was like a divorce attorney or some shit. He had years of experience. He said the number one woman that cheats is the housewife. He said, so here it is. This man done provided everything, gave you a soft life, and this wretched bitch, you turn around and do him dirty. So the Lord had to make us feel that. Because that's how he sees us when you committing adultery with all these other guys, these other philosophies. It's like, damn, you dirty bitch. What more should I do for you?
I fed you to the full. I did everything I could for you, and then thanks I get. You know that's why the Lord put belt to ass to the nation of Israel constantly throughout history.
Yeah,
You know?
and then they got you could be Daddy Longstroke. She still goes. What was that? There was some famous porn star. He was known for all his inches. His woman cheated on him. Got pregnant by somebody else or some shit.
Wow.
So it ain't about right. You can be Daddy Longstroke up in this motherfucker. And they still, it don't matter. You can make her go ooh. I mean, you're right. Have
She's
her
still
muscle
out
all
there.
the time. She's still gonna want to do something different. Matter of fact, she gonna decide she want to know what it's like to be with a little dick.
Yep, absolutely.
Fuck it,
Hey,
you know what? This nigga stretch now. Let me feel this little dick. See what's
that's it.
And she
right.
get with a rich nigga.
She'll go right.
I want to be with a broke nigga.
Exactly.
She get with a tall nigga. I want to get a short nigga. You know, it's Eve, man.
And unfortunately, it's too much truth to what we just said.
What's the saying among Israel? You feel me?
Yeah, everybody.
Ezekiel 16 and 28, it says, "Thou hast played the whore also with the Assyrians, because thou was unsatiable. Yea, thou hast played the harlot with them, and yet couldst not be satisfied. Thou hast moreover multiplied thy fornication in the land of Canaan unto Chaldea, and yet thou was not satisfied herewith. How weak is thine heart, saith the Lord power, seeing thou doest all these things, the work of an imperious, whorish woman. And that thou buildest thine eminent place in the head of every way, and makest thine high place in every street, and has not been as a harlot, and that thou scornest higher." All right, like in this place, it's a church on every street. Now, before the cameras started, the elder was talking about the El Rukas and all that shit.
Right.
Harlotry. That's why all these niggas are Muslims and shit now.
Hey man, up and down the strip, or hosted. You can't even put any more churches on the strip and whatnot between certain and that because it's got so many churches up and down the strip on this.
Burnt ones, old ones.
Yeah, from
And then what's next right behind that? Liquor stores.
Mhm.
You got 3 churches on the same block and a liquor store on the corner. 3 churches on the same block and another liquor store on the corner.
Churches on the different ends of the corner, liquor store in the middle.
Yeah, that's all part of that crafty council. Amalek knew.
And it's usually Amalek ran
Exactly. Yeah.
or Ishmael ran.
Mhm.
All right. Some of the most popular alcohol places on the south side that Jake go to is ran by Amalek.
Exactly. Yep.
He got the better prices.
Okay. And then the other ones, Ishmael got it.
God, some of them don't even got wine. They ain't got straight liquor.
Dang.
Right. No wine in them. Just right.
Straight up.
And when they do got wine, it's that bullshit sugar shot.
Oh yeah. 2020. It says, verse 31, "And that thou buildest thine eminent place in the head of every way, and makest thine high place in every street, and has not been as a harlot, in that thou scornest higher, but as a wife that committeth adultery, which taketh strangers instead of her husband. They give gifts to all whores, but thou givest thy gifts to all thy lovers, and hirest them that they may come unto thee on every side for thy whoredom." Right, so you're not even getting paid for your services. You paying these niggas to come do you dirty. That's Israel, man. Scripture's talking about giving your honor unto another, man. All right. So what happens is Jake then got blessed by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Jeshurun waxed fat and kicked. So you had resources, you had economy, you had all this good shit going on in the kingdom, and then you turn to wickedness, you turn to idolatry. And now all your resources end up in the hands of some heathen, man. That's usually how that goes, man.
The general plan.
That's right.
I got something for you. We got this Sirach 26 and verse 10. It says, "If thy daughter be shameless, keep her straightly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty."
And that's many
Getting rotted out.
That's talking about. It's specifically talking about the woman.
Right.
All right. But you could also, the scriptures are manyfold. You could also apply that to all of Israel too. Go ahead, brother.
It says, "Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee."
And that's why, sheep need shepherds.
That's right.
All right, I saw the stupidest goat on the planet.
Oh, right.
Yeah, stupidest goat on the planet. He stood in front of the fireplace. Then his goofy ass ran in there. And then the dude grabbed him like, oh shit, and he trying to throw him out. And he got loose and ran back into the fire. You know, it's like, damn, dude, this is the dumbest.
Roasted. It's time to get roasted.
Right. It's like, bro, it ain't the Passover yet. You know? He stood there looking at the fire, then he ran his ass in there.
Damn.
I got something.
So you know, that's why you need the shepherd, and women definitely need to be led.
That's right.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. Little Murphy.
And they will be called baby goats and sheep kids.
Mhm.
All right. That's what they actually called in the Bible.
That's right.
Is there more to that?
Yeah, one more. It says, she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler. When he have found a fountain,
Man,
and drink of every water near her.
man, she'll juggle the balls and stroke the shaft.
By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow.
She bend over for every right. She's
Hey,
taking all of them.
train. Somebody.
I just saw another video when the bitch said, I'm gonna do a lesson on it. I'm pretty sure I got it on her phone. When she said when she was 16, she did it. She got a train ran on her 3 times in 1 week by 3 different niggas every time. So she got the train ran on her first day or whatever the day of that week by 3 dudes. Then she got a train run on her again by another 3 dudes. And then she got a train run on her again by another 3 dudes.
So that's 9 different guys.
Right. That's what she said. I got 3 trains ran on me in 1 week by 3 different niggas every time.
Yeah. But
When I
make you
was
jump
16.
some hoops for it though.
All right.
Yeah, but not.
With them
You gotta
funky
earn
ass burnt Newport looking
Come on,
lips.
man.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, that's why like the Lord described us as his woman. All these examples are an example of us with spiritual fornication.
Yep.
Like, for instance, right? Talk about the quivers and drinking of the fountains. You got motherfuckers right now. They combining religion. Like Steve Harvey.
The water.
What did he do? Christline. Like you can be a Muslim and a
No, give me
Christian,
the black.
and it's like the same guy. So now he wanted to create a way for Muslims and Christians to make it into heaven. Because who am I to judge? What? You know what I'm saying? That's Steve Harvey.
Man, I can't stand it. But it's not funny yet. Hold on, let me play this real quick. I found it, bro.
Yeah, that's
Let me.
Islam and
I don't know if
Christianity.
we
The
play
Farrakhan them always read the scriptures. Yeah.
Water.
Let me see.
Praise.
And the look that Jake had on his face when he turned around, shit.
When I was 15, I had met some niggas in my dad's house. They stole my sister's tablet, and I was.
Hold on. Said she was looking under the couch for the tablet, knowing them niggas had stolen it.
I got 3 trains right on me all week, like 3 different niggas each time. We listen, but we don't judge. When I was 15, I had met some niggas in my dad's house. They stole my sister's tablet, and I was looking under the couch like I ain't do that, but I got stolen that. 15, I got 3 trains right on me in 1 week, like 3 different niggas each time. We listen, but we don't judge.
Jay gave her that dirty and look up and down shit like, oh, you dirty bitch. You know?
Skanky.
How when the I forget what team it was it the San Antonio? A bunch of basketball players walked in and one dude clapping her. Yeah, so one dude clapping her and 7 more walked in. And so she said they all stood around the bed and she sucked them all off. And the dude was like, well, damn, what did you do to all the nuts? I swallowed.
Yeah.
He was like, damn, you didn't get a stomach ache enough? She said, no, I swallowed them down and went to sleep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey.
And her girlfriend is sitting there with her like, and I'm like, you know, here's some bleach, here's some Listerine, right? Right. You need to go clean yourself up.
Let a dude fuck a lot of bitches. Now they got a saying now where if you ain't satisfied with just fucking one woman, then you gay.
Yeah.
Right. Now you're ashamed.
How is that? What is the breakdown?
It's no breakdown.
Please break down.
They trying to say, well, no, that sounds so fucking stupid when you actually flip their logic, man. These bitches, they just get on camera, they just say anything, man.
Try to justify their own wickedness.
Yeah, they just, you know,
get the shame off him. Then you just a fag.
They just,
You know, I ain't.
Yeah, like you said, just deflecting the fact
Bitch, when
that
your
they
leg was
trash.
shaking, I wasn't no fag kid.
Right, yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Can I just hit this real quick? It says in Proverbs 30, verse 20, straight to the point. It says, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. So like the elder said, he gave the analogy how the woman, she, did that, got rid of the evidence. She wiped her mouth, like, hey, she had a good night's sleep after that.
Damn, did she?
Yep.
She got rid of all the evidence. Ain't shit on the sheets. She took all them shots. She gonna be swole. She got all kind of protein.
Testosterone.
She made him disappear like Alizar.
Damn. She was trying to get hit in the bigger anyway. Go ahead, brother. Yeah, that ain't gonna never. He ain't gonna never be able to let that down.
Hold on, wait.
The Lord, Salaki, man. The Lord humbled and exposed them like I knew it would, man. Right. And guess what? It's a lot of other these guys. It's gonna happen to them too. General Yohana, Nate. It's gonna happen to a lot of these guys, man. And then these new sellouts. I can't wait for the Lord to just matter of fact, just the scriptures themselves is gonna get them, especially when it comes to the to the MOTB, man.
Right. Yeah, that's gonna be a
Like,
whole.
at this point, you got to be a retard to deny it, to see that that's what they want a technocracy. How are they gonna get that? But go ahead, brother.
There's a Proverbs 20 and 30 in the NLT. An adulterous woman consumes a man, then wipes her mouth and says, "What's wrong with that?" That's society. That's American
You
society.
can kiss me. Wait, baby.
Right.
You can kiss me now.
Oh, she gonna kiss her kids?
Oh man.
They ain't gonna kiss her man. And then tell our girlfriends they're gonna laugh, drink wine. What's wrong with that? That's the mindset of America. But again, as we have great disdain for bitches like that, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has great disdain for 2/3 of our people. And that same reflection, man. Because they're just like that whorish, adulterous woman in the eyes of the Heavenly Father.
If I can get you a scripture in 2nd Ezra 16 real quick. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 40. It's like it's verse 50. It says, so shall righteousness hate iniquity. It's like it's verse 49. Like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman, so shall righteousness hate iniquity when she decketh herself and shall accuse her to her face. It's like the brother was just saying. The Most High, being the ultimate righteous, it hates 2/3. It hates anything that's contrary to the Lord, anti-messiahs. The spirit hates niggas that's walking contrary, or niggas that's faking like they're in the spirit and they're really not. And their works do show they'll start speaking against what the scriptures have to say, or what the MOTB is, and it's obviously what it is. As technology starts to increase and it still builds towards this thing of, well, even with these glasses I got on, eventually it will be the same as somebody having headphones inside their head, and that's all that type of technology is going to be introduced on the chip.
God, can I land back off you? Same chapter, jumping down to verse 65. And when your sins are brought forth, ye shall be ashamed before men, and your own sins shall be your accusers in that day. All right. So you go your own sins. So all that meat sucking you was doing, all that protein ingestion from all the different dudes. All right. And what will ye do? Or how will ye hide your sins before God and his angels? You can't, man. All right. You're gonna be a victim of Luke 19:27. All right, that's exactly what's gonna happen to you. Ezekiel 9 and 4. Somebody can get those. Anybody else got something?
Yeah, I guess.
Keep it going, brother. Go.
This is Sirach 42 and 11. Keep sure watch over a shameless daughter. Right. She make thee a laughing stock to thy enemies, and a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude.
Right, and then how did our people get this way? Circling to it now. Following Esau.
Right.
Following democracy. Grenade. All right. Can't say one without the other, because democracy comes, with violence, with land theft, with rape, with alphabet lifestyle agenda, right? With V8 double X's that do more harm than help. Okay, that's what it comes with.
Demon rule.
All right. Yep. Right. Demo. Crazy. All right. Demo meaning demon. Crazy meaning rule.
I got priesthood.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 6. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have forgotten. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. And so that's plain right there. Anytime you forget, hey, where your true power is, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you walk after these idols from these other different nations, and you're gonna end up in a worse place.
Yeah, they're not resting in the secret place. They following behind Esau, Edom, who now is at war with one another. We're gonna switch to this whole Christian versus the Jewish thing. All right, so now you got a three-way fight. You got right-wing Christians versus Christianity, and now you have Jewish rabbis versus Christianity. All right, basically Edom on Edom. And so the Jewish rabbis are on a regular basis saying that European Christianity, Western Christianity in America is Edom. We played a video just the other day how the rabbi said that America is finished. It's finished. Asaph is finished. That there's nothing that they can do to stop the judgment. There's a judgment on them. But the joke's on that rabbi, because guess what? You Asaph too, homie. All right. Why you so busy pointing fingers at them, at the white Christians? Okay, so-called. You Asaph too. Yeah, but he got an article. And then is the scripture on that subject matter? Yes, okay, go ahead and bring it out. Then he gonna read this article.
I was just gonna hit you Mark 3 real quick. 3 and I get straight
23.
To yes, sir. It's Mark 3 and 23. It says, and he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end.
Right, and so Satan is at war with Satan right now, on a religious tip, on a political tip. They're literally at war with each other. All right, you got the EU, the UK, Australia, and I forget who and Canada have all put sanctions on America. All right, so it's major and most biggest allies are now against them. All right, they put sanctions on America, man. Russia has missile batteries via submarines down in Venezuela. Plus, I think it's something like something like 2,000 Russian troops, and God knows how many Chinese troops are there. Chinese got the biggest standing army, so they can send 1 million soldiers over to Venezuela and not even miss them.
And still, I think they still have some in reserve.
And just be sitting there waiting for shit to kick off, man. So you go down there thinking you just gonna have your way with Venezuela, man. You got nothing coming. All right. And in case you brothers didn't know, they got missiles. Russia has missiles in Venezuela that can reach America, all the coastal cities, right, in 7 minutes.
Perfect.
Florida. Yeah, Florida gone. Every city on the coast, all those coastal cities along Texas and Georgia and you're right, Kentucky, New Orleans, all those gone. And on top of not only can missiles reach there in 7 minutes, they also have those tsunami missiles. They say they got a missile that can hit the water off the coast of Florida and make a wave go across the whole state all the way till it gets to the other side to the Atlantic. Damn. So it can hit in the Gulf and cause a wave to go all the way, go straight across Florida. Can you imagine that? You driving down your car, this big ass, 3-4 inch wall of water, it just something like thunder, shit rolling in it, trucks and trains and shit. You trying to outdrive a nigga? Where you gonna stop? What you gonna do? Turn and start going east? And it's just coming, getting your mirror getting bigger. Things in the mirror are closer than they look. Your ass fuck, bro. All right. So look, man, it's just a matter of time, bro. That's it. It's just a matter of time. And anything could be the catalyst at this point, and brothers should be praying for them to go ahead and do it, man. That's right.
It's funny that you say that, and Russia's got it squared away like that with Venezuela, and this, that, and other. Castro, that was back in the early '60s. that was fighting words. That was like we up in arms right now about that.
Yeah.
What was that? The Cuban Missile Crisis.
Cuban Missile Crisis, and we've been at odds with Cuba ever since.
That's right.
Esau believes he's gonna steamroll through Venezuela, but that's a whole different terrain than what they're used to.
That's that jungle. That's that jungle warfare, bro. And as a matter of fact, the Marine Corps hasn't really been on that jungle warfare since since my time. Because right after I got out, the Desert Storm hit. And so everything's been desert. They ain't even been doing no jungle warfare and training like that.
They gotta change that.
Yeah, they did.
All right? Then they're gonna have to go back to Wayne Green again. All right.
Because his thing after him,
You try to go to the jungle and all that desert camo, they gonna see your ass. Pow.
Yep.
Snipers gonna see your ass right.
Brown ass niggas. Yeah, they didn't fare well in Vietnam at all.
No.
And that was jungle warfare, you know, and so
And they were trained for it.
And they were trained for that shit, yeah. And even those Venezuelans, they're armed.
And they are masters at guerrilla warfare.
Yep.
They know how to they know how to live in those jungles, and you best believe that them jungles in South America, just like the jungles in Southeast Asia, will kill you. There are things in there. If man don't kill you, the jungle will kill you. All right. There are insects and bugs and things down there that will fuck you up. All right.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah, spiders that can fucking
banana spider.
Well, banana spider won't kill you, but they'll definitely give you a damn lumpy ass head.
Scare the shit out of you.
No, you got certain spiders like I know, like brown spiders, man. That shit'll start eating your flesh away, bro.
Yeah.
Brown recluse. That's right.
Yeah.
It's like those jungles be like a real live Hunger Games arena. Like you out there, you running
Not to
around.
mention you got, boa constrictors down there that could literally wrap around you and silent fucking boa constrictor is and he wearing camouflage too. Right. He got his war paint on. Sneak up on your ass, wrap around you. Right. You wake up in the morning with where's Private Mike?
Why you trying to go sleep?
Right.
You see them niggas
Right.
boots.
Right. That's the only thing left. It's boots. Right.
Boots on the ground for real.
It's not gonna be like that one dude who went walking in the jungle. This is real talk. This happened last year. The dude whose wife went to go to her brother to her brother's house to get in his car and so that they could go to the store to go get some medicine for their kid. And then her brother called the husband and said, "Hey, where my sister at?" And so he's like, "Fuck, she not there yet?" So he's like, and I guess it was a short walk through the forest between their houses.
Yeah.
So the father, the husband comes and start walking the way he knows his wife would go, and all of a sudden he saw her flip-flops. And so he was like, "Oh shit." And so he turns and starts going toward where her flip-flops were, and he saw the trail of the snake. And by the time he got to her, it was just her feet
hanging out the
from the
snake.
knees down, hanging out the mouth of the boa constrictor was swallowing his wife. And he witnessed this shit. That was the last image he saw of his wife, her feet in the mouth of the snake. The snake is swallowing her.
Ambush predators.
Walk by, get you, wrap you
Talking
up.
about, and it's crazy because when that happened, I think it was something like it was a whole bunch of women who had died by reptile that year. A bunch of women got swallowed by snakes or eaten by alligators and crocodiles and shit. It was crazy how many women had died from reptiles.
There's them wild beasts again.
Yeah.
The Lord sent that spirit out.
Yeah, and it was really messed up that the husband had to see that shit. Yeah, he fucked up for life, man. And because he was staying at home with the kids. One of the kids was sick. So she's like, "Well, I'll go. My brother gonna run me to town to go get the stuff." So she was, going through the forest to go to her brother's house real quick.
Yep.
All right. And so he's like, okay, so he's staying with the babies.
He thinks to himself he should have went out there now and left her home.
He feeling guilty as fuck. He fucked in the head now. Yeah, for the right.
Yep.
And he found her.
That's
He
it.
was like, shit, she should have been there. Let me go check on my wife. And then he went to go check on her. He saw flip-flops. And then you could see the tree. He already knew what it was.
Well, yeah.
But maybe he was hoping. Maybe she got away. Maybe she was trying to hide up a tree or something.
Yeah.
And he saw the trail.
He saw the wiggle. He saw the wiggle in the sand.
Yeah, so he grabbed her and wiggled and drug her ass off into the bushes and started swallowing her. So I mean, it wrapped around her, choked her out, crushed all her You know, until she wasn't breathing.
She wasn't breathing no more. Then he let
And it
loose.
came up, went around the head, started swallowing it. Yeah, it breaks your bones, it crushes your organs. It's a horrible death.
Yeah, you suffocate on
It's a
hold.
horrible death.
Yeah,
And every time you breathe
out.
it constricts more.
So you can't come
breathe
in.
back in.
Yeah, that's tough.
And so it's basically it's like that's why they call it the anaconda choke. All right.
That's it. You suffocate.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lil Murphy, I got one for you. Hebrews 10:31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. And that's a terrible judgment for the Lord to have. And the Lord had it to where the wife went out at that moment for her to get caught up by the snake at that moment.
He put the snake there.
Right. Then for the husband to leave out just to see it.
Damn, you think about the whole thing, right?
He pieced it together. He two-pieced it ugly. He made that two-piece ugly for him, boy. That's it.
Damn. Just find a woman, your wife. Or he could have hated that bitch and been like,
That's it. That was a prayer too.
No, but you know, I had to make a joke, but I do believe the dude was really he was effed up.
He broke up. He wasn't looking for.
Yeah, because exactly. He went looking for his wife, and unfortunately, he found her like that. So, you know, like you said, the Lord, you know, his name is Yahweh. He's great and terrible.
That's it.
All right?
El Shaddai.
Exactly. And guess what? They're going to learn that name again. He's going
Shabbat.
to come back again in that demon-like power when he released Yahweh. And then even worse for y'all, you got to understand, man. He not only that, he's sending Michael back here to terrorize you.
And that's his whole purpose.
And then he's going to release the 144,000.
And that's gonna be their purpose.
They're gonna be Isaiah 33:18. All right, you're gonna have 144 godlike men with the power of heaven in them. All right, to do all things, to you know, and they're gonna be unleashed on you on this world's population. Man.
With great wrath.
Mm-hmm.
With great wrath.
And they're gonna know you. They're the true judge dredges. They're gonna really, when they catch any one individual, they're gonna know everything you've done. They literally gonna be able to judge you. All right. And now you know that was Judge Dredd, the whole character of Judge Dredd.
Right.
You know, you got judged. And if your judgment was to get a ticket, you got a ticket. If your judgment was to go to jail, he took you to jail. If your judgment was a death sentence, he killed you right there. And called the cleanup squad. Come get his ass.
Gotta love it.
You said Isaiah 33 and 18?
Yeah.
In Isaiah 33 and 18, it says, thine heart shall meditate terror.
Thy mind, thy heart means mind in the Bible.
It says, where is the scribe? Where is the receiver?
And if you're not in the house, says wisdom maketh a wise man mad. You know, my mind meditates terror all the time, man. Okay. So I walk down the street looking at people meditating terror, man. You know, I'm not touching you or doing anything to you, but I'm meditating on what it's gonna be like. You know, what one of my favorite movies is Chronicle.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. And that scene when he made the spider float, and he just did this, and all his limbs popped off. All right. You imagine doing that to a wicked ass nigga, wicked ass Edomite, making him raise up about 12 feet off the ground, and all they head, their arms, and everything just pop off of them, right? And their body just fall to the ground.
Damn, Mr. Potato Head.
Their intestines and innards all explode out of them.
Mr.
Right?
Potato Head.
You know, they just fall to the ground, and everybody else witnessing. Right?
Yeah.
Then they start trying to run. Like, no, you want something? Right. Yeah, they all just start getting it, man. Because that's gonna happen, man. We gonna be like Mr. Invincible in your ass. All right.
Shit, the prophet Elijah, he caused that fire to rain down from heaven.
Man,
two niggas came humbly.
Beautiful.
He did it twice, I think.
Yeah.
He did it 2 or 3 times, man.
Beautiful.
Hey, you had to come humble. That would be with me. But I get it. This is the 2 Kings.
Right.
2 Kings 1 and 9. It says, then the king sent unto him a captain of 50 with his 50. And he went up to him, and behold, he sat on the top of a hill. And he spake to him, thou man of God, the king has said, come down. So he ain't come humbly, right? It says, and Elijah answered and said to the captain of 50, if I be a man of God, then let fire come down from heaven and consume thee and thy 50.
There you go.
And there came down fire from heaven and consumed him and his 50. All right, and this happened a couple times, man.
Yep, 2 or 3 times.
He knows this history, and he knows that this power is going to be endued to certain men of the earth, man.
Right, and this is why throughout the years, they were always trying to stop any so-called black leadership. They were so in fear of this, right? They were going after things they had nothing to worry about, like the Black Panthers, like the
COINTELPRO.
you know, all right, because they were so afraid. Okay, and then the truth hits, and they can't do nothing about it.
It's nothing you can do, Esau.
There's nothing you can do about it.
You can't see an agent. An agent can't really infiltrate Great Millstone, man, because it requires a whole different level of work ethic. See, y'all can run all through the Purple City Bird gang.
Wi-Fi,
y'all can run all through them. They don't, you know what I mean? You can get everything from them. In Great Millstone, you're gonna be required to work. So your agent, he's either gonna fall off or he's gonna end up being converted and go rogue. All right. And
that's
like the movie Asher.
Just like the storyline in Asher.
That's it.
The agent that infiltrated was like, wait a minute, this shit the truth.
They coming out the Bible with
They
it.
really are the people, man. Fuck y'all, man. They take your badge, bitch nigga. Right? These my brothers. Right, bring it out, brother. But that was the whole storyline of that movie. An agent who got converted because he was like, damn, this the truth.
Yeah.
These niggas ain't no threat. They just reading what's and that's exactly what we're doing.
Right.
All right.
Right. The weapons.
Right. We ain't storing up armaments and and
Trying to store
right, and got grenades and grenade launchers and rifles everywhere.
Buying black-
we ain't on that, man.
buying black market weaponry and all this other kind of shit. That ain't
We don't
us.
need any of that.
Right.
Because if we be who we believe we are, we
gonna
the weapon.
we gonna get it. Y'all right to
All right,
God.
we're the weapon.
Right.
All right, we don't need a weapon. We're all the weapon, man.
That's it. We trying to figure out who's gonna wind up like David and who's gonna wind up being like God.
This Jeremiah 51 and verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations.
We are the battle axe. We're the mace. We're the broadsword. We're the axe. We're the spear. All right? Go ahead.
With thee I will break in pieces the nations, and with thee I will destroy kingdoms, and with thee I will break in pieces the horse and his rider.
So when we come down off them chariots and we come down in Eurasia or Western Asia, all right, because we that's the first thing we're gonna do is eliminate all Esau's lies. No more Europe, no more white people. All right. Europe sits in Asia. All right. And matter of fact, we're gonna go back and call it the land of Yapeth, whatever. All right. And anything that Esau has established, we're gonna get rid of.
Off top.
So when we come down and we start going through them lands, you're gonna have them few resistors, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. And we gonna snatch them up, whoop that ass.
Right.
Those that survive gonna get put in them chains. Okay. The children gonna get separated and sent to the different work camps, to the different plantations that owned by the brothers, and then we're gonna divide up the booty, literally.
That's right.
All right. Brother gonna be like, I like that one. Then you shall take her. All right. That's what it is. That's what's gonna happen, man.
Lord.
And we gonna run all your jewels.
Everything.
Oh yeah, you got no use for
We have
it.
to run all that shit.
You got no use
We
for
gonna
it.
have so much. We gonna be talking to you like a New York stick-up kid.
Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
Right. Right. Run your riches, run your jewels, all that shit.
That's it. Where you gonna spend it at?
Right. Everything off. Right.
Jeremiah 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
Right. So mountains and hills represent big countries and small countries, and those who went and hid overseas, and all those domes, all those bunkers. All right, the holes in the rocks. We going in there to get you. We going in there like Magneto.
That's right.
All right.
Come up.
You coming right out of them bunkers, man. And then all that gold and silver and all those jewels that you got stashed in those bunkers, man, you running all that. All right. That's ours. All right. All that gold.
That's it.
Matter of fact, we're gonna go over there and visit you, Hamites. All that gold that y'all done found in Africa, all them silver and gold mines, them mines with all them precious jewels in it. All right. We coming for all that. You got to run all that. Okay.
Yeah.
Verse 17, for mine eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes.
Exactly. So all your wickedness is not hid from the Lord, man.
All right.
And your pockets gonna be inside out, man. All right. Matter of fact, back in Chicago in the 80s, they used to call that shit peon patrol. When somebody said they was going on peon patrol, they was going to get some lunch money.
That's
Right. Next thing you know, they came back and they was eating burgers and fries and shit.
right.
Wasn't with their own money either.
That's it. That's it.
Right.
I want to spend Red's money.
That's it.
Right.
That's it.
Isaiah 41:14.
Coat check, nigga. Check that shit in. Go ahead, brother.
Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord, and I redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument at thy teeth.
Wow.
Thou shalt thresh the mountains, which are the government.
You're the instrument, man. You remember Brightburn? You ain't seen it. I suggest you see it. All right. What was that one Terminator when he was a liquid metal?
Right.
He's the weapon.
That's right.
He didn't need a weapon, and your weapons didn't work on him. All right. Right. All you humans and your guns. Okay.
Fucking
Is there some more to that, brother?
Come on, yet thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and thou shalt make the hills as the chaff.
Man, so basically the Lord is sending his men to beat your ass. Literally. All right. Bring out your scripture. Somebody get Ezekiel 25. What you got, brother?
That's exactly how I was old.
Con, the three brothers had it. Somebody bring it out. It's only in Great Millstone. I never see that in these other camps, man. Even though I really watch their videos like that, but I've never seen it happen. But they call for a precept and three people are like, oh damn, they all. It only happens with Great Millstone, man.
Ezekiel 25:14, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
There it is, man. So if the Lord is going to let the men of the Lord get it in on you, all right? All right, we're literally going to get it in on you, man. And Lord will is every man in this room.
Yeah.
All right, somebody got to be those men, and it is definitely somebody who's denying the MOTB or somebody that's talking about the other nations can make it. That's just retarded.
Yeah.
Right. So how are we gonna lay our hands on Edom and Edom laying their hands on Edom with us?
Yeah, I got you.
Right. They with us, right? Yeah, we going to get my people. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Right.
Get him, brother.
Right. You remember in Predator with Arnold and that one nigga they.
Right.
They be carrying at me. Like, damn, man, ain't no joining for no hand joining hand. The wicked shall not be punished. Ain't no way around it.
Matter of fact, can I read this real quick?
Go ahead, bro.
This is Job 27 and 13. It says, "This is the portion of a wicked man with the Most High, Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread."
Yeah, so all them little Edomite shorties, they multiplied for the sword, man. Was that Ezekiel done?
There's a bit more.
Oh, like bro.
Go ahead.
That Ezekiel wasn't done, brother. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 25:14. I'm just read it again. It says, "And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hands of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh."
Right, and we all know the vengeance of the Lord is absolutely frightening.
Yes.
So it's not going to be according to our anger and our fury.
It's
going to be according to his fury.
fury.
And and I can only speculate, when the Lord gives us back our memories.
Absolute.
So we're gonna know all things. All right. So there'll be certain Edomites and heathens you'll come across, and then all of a sudden you'll have a flashback of the past lives of the shit they did to you, or did to your loved ones, or just what they did to your people.
There you go.
When we hear about Salaki, we read all this horrific history of
Bug breaking and
all
all
the
this
things,
stuff.
the things that they've done to us, man.
Right.
All right.
That's it.
So we gonna do unto them outside of all the motion.
Motion, right?
We gonna do unto them what they did unto us double. All right, or if you was a moldy, you gonna get Vlad impaled.
I was
all right. You in that Mo spear? Here you go. They stand you up on this spear. All right, and stand it up and let your body weight make it tear through you until it pop out your mouth.
Right.
Look at you, a Mo.
Yeah.
All that big ass stick in your mouth.
That's right.
All right. with your guts and tongue all came out with it. The spear on the other side.
Right.
Yeah, your innards came out with it and it popped out of your mouth.
Yes,
You
yes.
wanted that there, yeah. Almost. Yeah, I
Hey,
said
hey,
it.
hey.
Like this,
Ain't no pegulator. Here we go. That's
Yeah,
it.
you want it right. You went to this most shit. Here you go.
That's it.
Stand you up on this damn pole. All right.
You
Yeah, take that. What you got, brother?
I'm gonna grab. This is
We still never did get that Luke 19:27.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 14:9. It says, "For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hateful unto the Most High." So yeah, the Lord ain't dealing with these Edomites or these 2/3, man. Like this whole time we've been talking about, the heathen, but hey, we talking about these 2/3 as well, man. Because y'all the whole. So y'all, we screamed out. We don't want to be getting grapes, but y'all like, oh well, shit. I know you come to save us, but this is my lover, so we're gonna get in the way. Don't hurt my lover. So y'all, that's why y'all gonna die
Nah,
too.
them niggas, they come for them. They hand them the Vaseline.
Oh damn!
Take it easy on us.
Right.
And then they follow Esau, Edom. Follow Amalek. Speaking of which, we never did get to that article, brother. You still holding that article?
Still good.
Yeah, let's bring that article out, brother.
This is Rabbi David Tutui. Rabbi David Tutu. It says the Messiah will only appear once Europe and Christianity are completely destroyed. This controversial statement, allegedly made by Rabbi David Tutu, has sparked outrage across Christian communities.
About time. All right. How many videos have I made where I've said one of you Christians,
Go get to it.
I don't care if I know you probably watching too, you piece of shit.
Ain't said nothing.
Where you at? What apologies at?
You on the run.
All right. Matter of fact, before you read any more, I'm gonna play a soundbite.
Polypathetics, where y'all at?
You call them polypathetics.
Rabbi claims Messiah will only appear after the destruction of European Christianity. They coming for y'all. Y'all put a lot of smoke, a bunch of smoke for the Hebrew Israelites, so-called. What about the smoke for your guy right here? What's up? What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna say something about what the Jewish man is saying? But you gonna say something about what the rabbi is saying? Is he wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, what scripture you gonna give? Like, where your attack videos, where your snitch videos at? Oh man, the Messiah will only appear once Europe and Christianity are completely destroyed. This controversial statement, allegedly made by Rabbi David, whatever his name, has sparked outrage across Christian communities. Many see it as a direct attack on their faith and values. The clip has since gone viral and continues to fuel heated debates online. But I'm waiting for the Christian urban apologetics. Where y'all at? Okay. Where are your videos? Where are your videos? Let's see. Come on, bring the scriptures out, show that he wrong. Wait a minute. Sound like he fulfilling this right here. Revelation 2:9. I know thy works, and tribulation and poverty, meaning real Israelites, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. He said he wants your whole religion destroyed. But he is a synagogue of Satan. And there is some truth to what he's saying, because Christianity is coming to an end. It's going to come to an end. The Lord is going to throw the false prophet into the lake of fire with the beast and, Revelation 19.
So that's enough, because he actually still going on.
Yeah. Right.
But nevertheless, he's right, because guess what? When the Lord throws a false prophet into the fire, Judaism is going to be a part of that fire, because Judaism is not scriptural. As a matter of fact, Judaism is anti-scriptural. It's complete opposite of what the scriptures say. And this dude sound like he just wants some entertainment. Where your videos at? So you got all this, where the stitches at? You got all this smoke for the Hebrew Israelites, you know, Christians. But y'all can get that same, what do you call them? Unapologetic, what was he called?
Polypathetics.
Right, the polypathetics. Where's your leader vocab? Where's Sherry Love, gorilla ass?
Right.
All right.
Pork chop sandwich, man.
Of course she is.
Talking about Christ.
Yeah, man.
Fried pork chop sandwich.
Hey.
Maxwell's.
Probably 15 to 25 pounds heavier than what she was when she showed up trying to.
Here, say, hey, I got more to that. No, let them. Is there more to that?
That was basically it. This guy's made statements going back to 2013 when he said, "You will pay dearly for it, Europeans, to such an extent that you have no idea, and you will have no place to run to because all the evil you have done to Israel." So he thinks that the people in the state of Israel and the Europeans are two different people.
Right, and they're the same people.
Okay. You will pay for it 100-fold when Italy will be gone, when Edom, that is why Christianity's headquarters, which come from Assal, is there, when the place will be gone, and that's what Islam is going to do. Islam is the broom of Israel. Yeah, so he doesn't go off.
No, because that's the whole thing about them bringing in all these fucking brown Muslims into these predominantly Christian countries. Okay, that it's called weaponized migration. So they want to destabilize you so-called white Christian strongholds in Europe and what have you.
And it's all small head policy.
And it's all small
ADL
head.
policy put all their people in office that allow these people to come in. You see what they're trying to do?
Exactly.
So let me read some stuff from the Jewish Talmud. This is Sephirim 15. Even the best of the goyim should be killed. Sanhedrin 58b. If a goy hits a Jew, he must be killed. Yebomoth 98a. All children of the goyim are animals. Sanhedrin 57a.
So, and this is how they see you, so-called white people.
You're Christians.
Yeah, exactly. This is how they view you, man.
All right. When a Jew murders a Gentile, there is no death penalty.
Whoa.
All right. Baba Miza 114b. Gentiles, goys, are not human; they are beasts. God Shas 2.2. JOO may violate but not marry a non-JOO girl. So he can rape her, you know, but he can't marry, Obadiah Zerah 36b. Gentile goy girls are in a state of nida, filth from birth. Sanhedrin 54b. A JOO may have sex with the child as long as the child is less than 9 years old.
Wait, what? Yeah.
As long as
Sanhedrin 54b
is less.
Sanhedrin 54b. A JOO may have sex with the child as long as the child is less than 9 years old.
Right.
Because what they're saying is that if you penetrate her and you doesn't tear her hymen,
right,
she doesn't have a hymen yet.
Yeah.
That's their whole thing behind it. Because if you it's gonna grow.
It's gonna grow back. Supposedly.
It's a complete. That's the whole point of me reading this. It's all opposite of the scriptures.
These people are sick.
Tosafah, Jobomoth 84b. If you eat with the goy, it is the same as eating with the dog.
Right.
Baba Miza 24a. If a JOO finds an object lost by a Gentile, goy, it does not have to return it. So if you drop your wallet and they pick it up, you're like, where's my wallet at? It's mine now, goy.
Right. I don't know. I didn't see it. What?
What? There you go.
Well, you can know he has it, but he don't have to return it.
He don't have to return
Nigga,
it.
help you search for your wallet while you got it.
Yeah, and these are the same people. These are the same people your tax dollars are making rich and supporting.
Exactly.
That's why these Edomites are about to
dumbass
fucking
Christians.
lose it, man. You stupid ass Christians.
Stupid ass Christians.
You dumbass.
All right.
Yeah.
Abdo Zerah 22, 22a, 22b. Gentile goys prefer sex with cows.
What?
Baba Kama 113a. JOOs may use lies to circumvent a goy Gentile, and they do it all day long.
That's it.
All right.
All day.
Anti.
So, and now finally, the Christians are up in arms. So it's just a matter of time. And he's not the only rabbi who said this. I've seen upward of 20 plus videos.
I got the video.
Rabbis have been saying this for years. You've been collecting them up. I should have been putting them in my receipts.
Connell, this reminds me of the Bolshevik Revolution.
60 million people were killed by the JOOs. And they cry about 6 million, which is a very controversial number that really can't be proven. It's just a number they threw out there.
Right.
All right. But then what they did do was kill 60 million Christians in Russia.
Yeah.
All right. They actually did that. And they try to erase the Bolshevik massacre. I won't even call it a war, from history.
Right.
All right. And then play the victim. Go ahead.
It says the Bolsheviks targeted Christians, primarily Russian Orthodox, not just for their faith, but because the church was a powerful traditional institution.
And guess what was in those churches? Vladimir Putin. That's one of the reasons when he showed you all those dark icons.
The black icons.
See, those churches, those people who you were killing, they had nothing but dark-skinned images of the Lord, his mother, the saints, etc., all throughout their churches, proving that the little hats are not the people of the Lord.
Right.
So that's another reason, because they went through. I remember I had the images, and those images disappeared off the internet. And I should have kept those in my receipt. Actually, I changed phones. I kind of lost it.
Right.
But it shows you images, dark black and white images of some of those soldiers walking out of the churches with all those dark images, all the J-ish soldiers from this when they did this. But go ahead.
It says, but because the church was a powerful traditional institution seen as an enemy of the communist state, and it was really an enemy to Amalek. You know, Amalek been trying to slaughter you quote unquote Christians, man.
You gonna play it?
That's what created communism.
Con, go ahead and play that, and then we're gonna grab a few more scriptures and wrap it up.
Esau, who became Edom, who became the Roman Empire, which metamorphosed into the Christian Empire, which became Christian civilization, which is now represented by the United States of America, will suffer a crushing, humiliating defeat.
So one of the things that has happened is America has to fall. I mean, because the American-led the world order, that's the American-led order, is going to end. Again, that's not the same as the very end that we read in the Bible. Somehow we're going to see a collapse.
The spiritual heirs of the Roman Empire is the Western world.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Actually, I remember all of
Esau,
those.
who became Edom. Became the Roman Empire, which metamorphosed into the Christian Empire, which became Christian civilization, which is now represented by the United States of America, will suffer a crushing, humiliating defeat.
So one of the things that has happened is America has to fall. I mean, because the American-led the world order, that's the American-led order, is going to end. Again, that's not the same as the very end that we read in the Bible. So somehow we're going to see a collapse.
The spiritual heirs of the Roman Empire is the Western world, United States of America,
He's
the
still hopping the
USA
wall.
will last until Mashiach comes.
According to the simple meaning, Europe and America are really one entity. And the thing is, listen, we are already deteriorating economically, our position in the world. Our enemies are rising. China is rising. Others are rising.
I mean, America is strong, but not when they're going against 3-4 armies.
All the mountains are going to be full of blood, of the corpses of Edom, because of the vengeance that Hashem is going to take from them.
Kadosh Baruch Hu will arise and will destroy completely the city of Edom and will completely uproot them.
But we know one thing, right? That when it comes to the classic Rome, which is Europe, they're finished.
And you don't have to be a prophet or a great analysis for that. You have to open the TV or the internet and see that exactly what was prophesied then, that the sons of Ishmael are going to go and cause havoc around the world. So France is completely barbecued. It is next. Now half of Europe is completely half dead. None of what's going on in America. So, now in a country near you.
If America doesn't turn back, which it's not looking like that now, we are going to see a collapse of the entire world order.
Once we will leave this place, Hashem will bury America. That's what's going to happen. Not because I'm some kind of a prophet. I'm not giving you any prophecies here. I'm just describing to you a divine formula. Regarding Esau, Edom, we stress their complete destruction, and that God will throw them into the endless pit of darkness and oblivion.
So resend that to me, brother, to my other phone. And
Put that in,
so
so
when you
everybody
take
got
that one, I've used that in a lesson a couple times, but I should have kept it. But when you take that video and the one I did maybe a day or two ago, I was counting them. That was a total of 10 different rabbis. that are all saying the same thing, and not one video from any of the polypathetics. Vocab has been quiet. He has nothing to say. All right, and you know why? Because Vocab was paid by them. All right,
That's right.
What you got, brother?
A little bit more in this article. It said Islam is the broom of Israel. You have to know it.
Didn't he say that? That Islam is going to sweep? I mean, he's going to, and that's why, once again, Esau has set up policy where Ishmael has invaded, basically taken over Europe, and now they're doing the same thing here in America. All right?
So instead of having us do all the job, he sends Ishmael to solve the problem. It said the war of Gog, of God and Magog.
Now, it's funny because Edomites try to remove the Apocrypha, try to remove the part of the Bible that talks about Ishmael doing this. All right? When the dragons of Arabia. Because who they gonna? Because the dragon of Arabia is not. They can ready to go after Esau. All right. And as little do them dumb rabbis know, they can wipe the land of Israel out. All right. But go ahead.
It says the war of Gog and Magog. It's supposed to be God. It's supposed to be the war of Gog and Magog. This furious war that we are all waiting for. The Raphat Israel said, "Do not expect to see anything other than Islam stand up against Edom." The Gog and Magog war is that Islam in Europe will rise as one man and they will have everything to succeed. This war of the world we live in is necessary. Why is it necessary? Because one is going to use the other so that Israel does not enter war, and this will cause Ishmael to rise against Islam. What are you undergoing in France and Europe, which is so scary? It should be for us the most beautiful news of our Jewish history. Finally, we begin to approach it.
So they're excited about the destruction
Squaring
of white Christianity. These Edomites, rabbis, you'll Edom too. Got news flash for you J-ish people. You're Esau too.
Right.
But go ahead.
It says, what I told you before is written in Sanhedrin, the book of the Talmud. The Messiah will come only when Edom, Europe, and Christianity will have fallen completely.
So that's where it's coming from. The verbiage. That's where it's coming from. But there's no prophecy in the Sanhedrin. That's a Talmudic book. That's not the book of the Lord. Right? The Bible tells you that that's going to happen. That Babylon the Great is going to fall, and this is Babylon the Great. It also tells you that every city, every place of Basra, so that's any place that's an Edomite stronghold, is like the little fat face, rabbi said.
Right.
America's finished.
Right, because it said Edom and Europe. Edom is keyword for America. But it says Edom, Europe, blase. They talking about America.
And they're right. And that's Christianity. Where did it come from? It came from Western Asia, Eurasia. And it came here to the Americas. A little bit more to that. Somebody hold 2nd Ezra 6, 27 and 28. We're going to wrap.
I got the...
Is it good news that Islam is invading Europe? It's excellent news. It's announcing the arrival of the Messiah. Excellent news.
Excellent.
That's it.
All right. So there's some truth to that. But he's trying to make it like that's the end all be all. And it's not. All right.
This is the definition of weaponized migration. It says also known as refugees as weapons is the use of migration by a hostile government to put pressure on another country.
Right. So basically what we have discovered and what we see is that America supports Israel, and Israel is a hostile government toward America. And that policy that's happened, they've implemented it.
Exactly.
They've implemented it. They brought in millions of people. All right. And a good portion of those millions of people are the dragons of Arabia.
Exactly.
All right.
It ain't just the Northern Kingdom. They like to put the spotlight on the Northern Kingdom. It's a lot of Ishmaelites that's in here, man.
Yeah.
All right.
And matter of fact,
and Hamites.
With South, and Hamites too, who are gonna ride with them. Because when you go down 95th, that whole region of Oak Line and the surrounding cities is Ishmael.
Yep.
All right.
Ishmael.
Then Devon is more Elam. But when you get to Uptown, That's what the Somalians and them Hamites are.
Yep.
All right, and they ride with Ishmael because the majority of them are Muslim too.
Like when you look at what's going on in Minnesota, basically the crackdown on the Somalis.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because what have they been? I'm gonna keep going. It says this involves intentionally organizing or threatening to organize a large sudden influx of people, such as refugees, into a target country to cause political, social, or economic disruption. The goal is to destabilize the country and extract concessions or achieve specific objectives. And what have those Somalians been doing? They've been extracting the concessions. They've taken advantage of your tax laws. They've taken advantage of your loans. All right, and your Section 8, not just Section 8, your green card,
and how many of them?
Food stamp,
And then they're so organized.
They
How
run
many
it
of them are
together.
citizens now? And have all their proper documents and bought up firearms.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Think about it. How many of them have gun-toting, legal gun-toting Americans now? All
That's
right.
it.
And if you exactly. Okay, not to mention, you got legal guns, you're gonna have illegal ones too.
Absolutely.
They've infiltrated your military.
Yeah.
A lot of them are brass. A lot of them are NCOs. Okay. So
They're even in the FBI and the CIA.
They in the the CIA. They're senators.
So they say there's nothing new under the sun. How did Rome fall?
Right.
The same way. Rome, what did they? Esau likes to bring all people unto himself. All right, but he brings all people to himself. But these are the same people you rape, robbed, and murder.
Exactly.
And now they'll play. They'll play the role until they get into that position of power.
Yep.
And then they're gonna remind you as they sticking the blade under your fifth rib. I remember what you did to my mother and my brother.
Right.
Sorry. Right.
That nigga New Jack City said that was my mother.
Stick it in your windpipe slow. All right.
Just like in Gladiator 2, when Denzel, as soon as he got close into power, and he waited for all that to happen just to take him out.
Yeah, exactly. Which is real to life. That's an accurate history. All right. Except for even the Caesars at that time, the emperors, they all should have been Jake at that time. Well, no more white people weren't ruling anymore by the time that happened.
The Holy
They
Roman.
were they weren't the ruling class people anymore. All right. So who got that?
Second Ezra.
Yeah, whoever got it.
It's Second Ezra 6:27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which has been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
Right, and that's exactly what we are. The truth is being declared to their dismay. All right. Hey, so with that, we're gonna give all praises, all honor and glory unto
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Hakadosh.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Abba
Babal.
Ties. Mouth shot brothers, finish that popcorn. Turn all them cameras out. Make sure nobody's cameras still on.
Hold on, yeah, mine going.